is two simple terms: achievement and goals. But leave it to psychology to take those two terms, combine them, make it complicated, and screw it all up. And it gets even more complicated.
So far the focus has been with our discussion and activities on how we think. We talk about attributions that reflect our beliefs, influences our motivation, and affects our emotions. It can also influence our goals, which is what we're here to talk about today. Goals allow you to define what you want and how you want to get it. And so over the next 30 minutes, we're going to be talking about goals in general.
So here's our core objectives. We want to define what the term goal actually means to everybody. Then we're going to break it down with those psychology people, and we're going to talk about that complicated phrase called achievement goals. Then they break it down even more into something called mastery goals and, of course, performance goals. Sounds pretty complicated, doesn't it? It actually is not that hard if you think about it. Then we're going to have you guys determine what are the ups and downs of each of these goals. Then, as we go along through that, then we're going to examine suggestions for how we can actually maintain interest as well. So we've got some fun activities for you guys to do, and hopefully you'll learn something from this as well.
Well, now the first thing we're going to talk about is goals. And before we start doing the little roll around the table or whatever you call that stuff, I want to talk a little bit about goals. I mean, you're all educated people in here. You got where you are by maybe having a goal. Listen to some of my goals. Well, let's see. I studied hard and I had a goal to become a surgeon. I made it. And then at the age of 62, I said, well, I better start getting ready to do something for retirement. So I set a goal for myself to be a member of a bluegrass band. And so I took up the banjo at the age of 62 and mastered that. Then I got tired of doing the banjo and my back was hurting. So I set the goal for myself to play the dobro. So at 72, I started playing the dobro, and I got that mastered with the band. Now at 82, I hope to get a speeding ticket on my Harley. Now, one of my biggest goals in life, since in a couple of days I'm just going to turn 76, I hope that my next goal in life is to at least make 80. So what we want to do today is really define what in the heck are these goals. So what we're going to do, we're going to play this round robin game, I guess. I looked at those cards. What we want to do is kind of slam these groups of tables together. And we're going to have one speaker for each of the tables, and we want each of the tables to define what does a goal mean for you. So we've got 2 minutes to do this when I say go, and you're going to define a goal for yourself, and then we have a few minutes for you to relay what each table says. So are you ready? All these two tables?
So we're going this way?
Yeah, go this way. Have one speaker.
We'll just come to you.
Are you sure?
Are you ready?
Are you sure?
Get set. Go. You got 2 minutes. Let's go.
A target?
Yeah, I think you're
Point.
Has to be
Not where you want to get to.
Yeah.
You know, how do you the steps to take?
Realistic?
Yes.
Time,
Yes.
maybe a short term.